When exactly should your minutes of meeting be ready? Now, I got this question on a phone conversation last week after I dropped my last video on what you can use in a minute of meeting to make it look professional. Now, if you have not seen that video, you can click on the link below or simply scroll through my page for that video. So let's get right into today's video. Now, the question is, when exactly is the right time for your minute of meeting to be ready to be sent to the members of the meeting? Of course, for them to see what was discussed in the meeting and every other thing, just for them to have a feel of what was discussed in the meeting before the next meeting. To answer this question, there's actually no definite time when the minute of meeting should be ready, because it depends on different factors. Now, these factors can range from the following. Number one, the type and frequency of the meeting. There are some meetings that are held monthly, like public executive meetings, committee meetings, and the likes. Now, for this kind of meetings, the minutes of the meeting should be ready at least 2 weeks after the meeting. Right, that is probably the draft and the final minutes should be ready 2 weeks. This will give the members ample time to go through the minutes and actually digest them before the next meeting. The second factor is the urgency of feedback from the meeting. Now, if it is very urgent that probably the members of the meeting wants to receive the feedback urgently, like they need the feedback probably to make some decisions, then it should be ready within that particular time frame. They must have given you that, oh, this meeting was ready between two weeks, within a week, because we want to make decision on it or want to do something about it. So you should make sure that that minute is ready between that time frame that they want the feedback. Now, another one is administrative standards. Now, this depends on the culture of the organization, right? And it must have been stated in the scan of operation that the minutes must be ready between a specified period of time. So for this kind of situation, then you just have to adhere to that standard. You have to adhere to the specified period of time they have told you, or the scan of operation have told you, that the minutes of meeting should be ready. Sometimes regulators could require for a meeting and they expect the minutes of that meeting to be ready within a specified period of time, right? Like I said, it doesn't happen every time, but it could happen because of certain situations. So for that kind of situation, you should make sure that that minute is ready between that specified period of time, because they have their reasons why they want that minute to be ready. However, my own advice is that your draft minute should be ready within 2 weeks after the meeting, depending on the frequency of the meeting. Then the final draft should be ready a week after it has been probably looked again, edited, make sure there's no typos, make sure that everything is in place, and then it should be ready for presentation at the next meeting. Now, I usually advise that you start your minute immediately after the meeting, because you get to still remember discussions in the meeting, which will aid you to write it adequately. I hope this helps you when you want to draft your next minutes. Please don't forget to give your own view in the comment section. Let us learn from you too. I will see you in my next post. Bye.